All right, good morning. We're going to start. I find it very chic to start on time, actually. I don't like to be late. Hello. Why do I do this to myself? I mean, this. A.P.C is supposed to be very repetitive. And I'm wondering, why aren't we showing just once a year? Why is there changes? Why do we need those changes as human beings? Because fashion changes, being born itself from the need of change. I thought I would pretend that I wrote this myself, but actually it comes from God. I mean, from Marcel Proust, who wrote this. Beware, for us the French, there's a tricky word here, but you get the idea. So fashion is pretty human in the term that animals wouldn't have the need for a change. Even the most elegant German Parisian cat will wear the same coat every day. German Parisian cat. See the idea? But what's not so human in our industry is that there will always be a charitable friend to counsel us a very glacial air. You know, fashion. Fantasy of being part of this very cold aristocracy. Fashion people are like that sometimes. Still, why do I love fashion? Because it's a very enjoyable way of elevating women. And we start. Now the text you've been given, if you replace men with women and uniform with fashion, you will understand the power of uniforms in fashions. I had this idea to refer to the Proust sentence about uniform because the trench coat has become an uniform. And by the way, the idea is also, there is nothing between her and her A.P.C. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. I believe that mere beauty can allow ornamentation. The sublime requires simplicity. I say this because my work has always been about simplicity. And after hanging out with some hip-hop artists, I decided not to be that humble anymore. I'm 62 now, but even though there will always be, somebody saying something like, Peter, let's go to A.P.C. They do such good basics. I will answer, bitch, I'm trying to reach sublime simplicity, not basics. Merci, mesdemoiselles. Ah, merci. Alors là, avant la fin des applaudissements, thank you. I love all sorts of sentences with the word black in it. They do the best blacks in Japan. Or say to a fabric supplier, sir, your black is way too red. Black is very important. You will always hear a sentence with black and people being frustrated that the black is not black enough. In fashion, we tend to deal with triviality as if we were addressing the question of the existence of God. I love us. Thank you. When styling this, we of course thought about the 1967 movie by Buñuel, Belle de Jour. Why would she want to be a hooker? She doesn't even know. Supposedly, Buñuel did not make this up. It's apparently a very popular fantasy as documented in this movie. They did survey, and what came out from this is, number one, prostitute. Number two, have mud thrown in your face. That's the research. But I think that's interesting. It's a bit challenging, I agree, but I like this parallel. I'm not talking about the clothes themselves, because you might have your idea. Thank you. féminité minimale. I wondered how would that translate? Maybe barely feminine. Barely and feminine, it's kind of a mirror effect, those two words. I like it. Being so involved with denim, we always have this desire to present an unraw, untough version of it in many delicate shades of faded blue. Such a long way from an August Sander picture, 1928, showing workers. This fabric, for example, is called a railroad stripe, and that is to point the fact that fashion is really coming out of army and working class from many things, not only aristocracy. Thank you. That was the working class hero moment. You all know Vanessa Seward, and this is the last scouting patrol from Vanessa Seward Army. I mean, this is the last capsule collection that Vanessa Seward has done with us. There were 6 of them. And as you might know, next March, she will start her own collection with us and have a proper show in a separate presentation. That's the end, my friends. Thank you. Thank you.